morning. I am here at our UPL Linden office, the home of the commercial team for the UK, and I am meeting with the rest of the leadership team today to discuss how the spring has gone, and it has been a bit of a wild one, and we will also be discussing our plans for the autumn. It is very nice to have such beautiful weather. Long may it continue, or at least through harvest, because yeah, it's been somewhat wet and cold thus far, so we'll see if this weather continues.
Hello, my name's Jeff Hailstone. I work as the technical lead for the potato crop for UPL, and I also support the business up here in Scotland. We're standing next to a field of Lady Clare potatoes that are just coming into flower here in East Lothian. It's been a wet, cool spring and summer like it has everywhere else, which is pretty good for the growth of potatoes, and in a minute we'll have a look just to see how they're getting along. There's been no blight outbreaks around here, but I think with it being a bit muggy and a bit damp, we can expect to hear of some blight outbreaks pretty soon, I reckon. Right, well, just done a sample dig here, and you can see the tubers here are all a good size. We've got the phaser card here, which is a useful reminder of the conditions to get the best out of your phaser application, but also a handy 25mm gauge on it. And you can see here that one goes through, but pretty much all the others are well beyond the minimum size, which means these will carry on expanding. The cells will carry on expanding after the phaser application, and there will be no effect on yield. You can obviously use the phaser to help you with the different fractions. If you wanted fewer larger ones, you'd maybe be treating earlier in some seasons to so that you can keep the small ones small and get a better fraction.
I have just arrived in St Marlow, the home of Go Active, which is the main ingredient in our biostimulant products. And I am coming here today with James from the commercial team in the UK and a plethora of people from all over Europe to discuss MPP, natural plant protection, and we will show you what the week is like as we go.
So I'm here on the coast in near Concal on the Brittany coast. Now what's unique about this part of the coastline is its tidal range. So as you can see behind me on the rocks, hopefully over there you can see the black line, which shows how high the water gets and equally how low it goes at low tide. This area of coastline has a tidal range of about 13.5 metres, which is one of the highest tidal ranges in the world, which means that the Ascophyllum nodosum here, that you can see around me, is exposed to lots of stress once the tide goes out for a long period of time. So it's exposed to rain, which obviously reduces the salinity in the seaweed. Sunlight desiccates it, dries it out to the point at which it's almost completely dried out, but then when the tide comes back in again, it has to be able to withstand sudden temperature change and also rehydrating itself as well. So yeah, a key area of the world, and that's why the Ascophyllum nodosum from this area is so important and useful and unique in our Go Active range.
We're ready to hit the factory.
Definitely, very excited.
Here's a look inside our state-of-the-art factory in St Marlow. Fresh seaweed is meticulously hand-sorted to retain only the Ascophyllum nodosum, ensuring a 100% pure sample in the final product. The seaweed then enters our facility to begin the production process. We use a cold extraction method perfected over 50 years to guarantee the highest quality final product. As a result of this knowledge and expertise, GoActive is the brand leader across all sectors of the seaweed biostimulant market.
So this is the extracted cell walls and alginates from the seaweed, which makes the our range GoActive products more purified and more high concentration. And there's potential opportunities for using this in other sectors as well for exploring.
While spending a lot of time on Shrey Hill Farms, it's also good to have a look and see that we're taking care of the wildlife. Lots of wildflowers here. Great for bees, great for beneficial bugs, keep the ecosystem going.
I'm out on Charles Marsh Farm just outside of Canterbury in Apple Orchard currently. We're chatting about carpoviracine. I've also been through some cherry orchards today, which has been really interesting. Did some tasting as well. It is just a gorgeous farm. This is the organic section of the farm where he is using carpoviracine, and he's very happy to use it. He's using it on his conventional side of his farm as well. Yeah, gorgeous day out.
So I am on a farm in Spalding today, collecting blackgrass seed to try and understand the resistance spectrum across the UK and across Europe. And I am very kindly hosted by Jack Richardson from Pharmacy and his dog, whose name is? Lila.